Oh, this is upside down. No. All right. Now hold on. Morning, guys. It is Sunday as I tear up my clothes. So I did sign up for Weight Watchers. I did a 3-month program and I'm really excited. I've actually enjoyed this morning, like logging everything. My poor little food scale that I've had for like 3 or 4 years isn't, sugar. What is it? It's like off kilter basically. So I had to order a new one. I was really excited about my new food scale. So last night I was tracking my finances and I went to bed like sick with stress. I didn't take my medication. I just got into bed and was just like sick with stress about moving and money and job and new apartment costing a lot more and more expenses and blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, I don't know what I'm going to do. So I prayed a lot. I like starfished in the bed and eventually went to sleep. And I woke up and I realized something, and I might make a video about it. So if you get this far into the vlog, which hopefully you do, I had to realize something. So I called a couple people. I talked to a couple people yesterday about my decision to want to do Weight Watchers. My therapist actually recommended it because I am like, I think I said this, I'm all or nothing in life with just the bipolarness of bipolar disorder. I'm like, woo, woo, woo. There is no in between. We are a swinging pendulum that never stops. And I was just having a really harsh approach to trying to get my diet together. Like my intentions were good. They were right. They were, hey, let me get healthy. Just the way I was going about it was like, we're either over here or we're over here, but we ain't here. And she was like, try Weight Watchers. And I was like, okay, Miss Jenny Craig, like, all right, fine. So I actually thought about it and I was like, you know what? In all of the food addiction books in the Overeaters Anonymous program, I believe also they talk about tracking your food. And I was like, maybe that's what it is. I also find that the accountability, I'm sure I said this last night, like I think going to the meetings will be helpful. The weekly weigh-ins, I will just use, I'll have my own, like I'm gonna weigh myself every Sunday. So I'm less concerned about what the weekly weigh-ins say because it's not gonna be first thing in the morning when I wake up, like, bleh. So I'm not gonna let that psychologically get to me, but I think accountability groups will be important for me. Just as I learned to hold myself accountable, I think going to this weekly meeting will be good. So I like, salmon is 6 points. I get 29 points a day and salmon is 6 points, and I will like binge eat salmon. And when I was tracking my money last night, like doing my finances, I was 1, sick with stress, but 2, shocked, and 3, and I told God, I was like, I'm actually really grateful because ignorance is not bliss. Like you have to know the situation you're in. And it was just, I wasn't feeling it at the time. I'm still like, money. But I was like, wow, like tracking is what's going to be important. And a lot of these food books I talk about tracking. And I just, in the past, I've tried to do it. I think I have a new attitude about it because I just like wasn't repulsed this time around thinking about it. And I think the points, that system versus just saying, all right, I have 500 calories left will actually work better for me because it's more, that is like more logical and more rational in my very emotional brain than saying, all right, I have 500 calories for the rest of the day. Let me find some carrots or crackers or whatever. So I think the point system will work. I eat pretty clean when I'm not someone that eats a lot of junk food, but I do eat processed foods and I eat out a lot, and I eat things that could be high in sugar. Like I don't eat McDonald's. I do eat takeout. When I'm having a binge, I'll get takeout. So my diet's like hot or cold. Basically, it's pretty hot or cold. But I'm really excited about the program. I think just, wow, salmon is 6 points. Like, what? Why is she so high? And I was eating that 2 or 3 times a day. So when I was working out and going to the gym, I got my weight down to about 218, maybe 213, and now it's back up to 229. So I have gained a little bit of weight. It doesn't bother me. I have noticed where I've gained it, like particularly around my stomach. So if you guys want to see Weight Watchers videos, let me know. Like I said, I'll probably end up doing them just based on what I said last night. But one of the things they have in Weight Watchers is meditation. So I think I'm going to do a walking meditation for 10 minutes. I have my skincare and everything on. I have to go to church. I have to do some editing. I'm working on my course today. I think I'm going to do a walking meditation. I think it should still be early enough where like human beings aren't outside. Actually, that's too much work. It's going to interrupt my day. I'm just going to do like a 5-minute or 3-minute meditation, whatever is in. They have like a little mini Headspace Weight Watchers collaboration. So I might just do 3 minutes on that. I'm going to read my book, and I am anxious. Like I feel the anxiety in my body. So today I'm going to go back to the gym. It's not going to be spin class, but I'm going to go back to the gym. I just don't like their spin program at my gym, and I realized that that's okay. When I get my Peloton bike, I will go back to spinning, but right now I don't like the spin program at my gym. So I'm very excited to have the bike delivered to me. One thing I realized, and if you do get this far into the video, this is what I was talking about earlier when I said if you get this far into the video. I personally believe, and is almost to the point of conviction within my own life, and that this is like a true statement, that people can support you and not believe in you at the same time. It's like a false security wet blanket. And I can think about this a little bit more, do a podcast or a video. You guys let me know. I think because I've changed my mind so many times about things and have made a lot of irrational decisions and emotional decisions, people support me. Like my family, like my parents, they'll support me. Or like my coach, or not even my I think my therapist believes in me, kind of. She's neutral though. But that's not the same thing as like really believing in somebody and believing that they can change, believing they can improve themselves, believing that they're capable of growth. You can kind of say, yeah, like, you know, you want to go on a trip, sure, fine, but you might not be in support of it. And so support and belief are two different things. You cannot be in support of how someone's going about doing something, but you can believe in their overall goal. So they're not one and the same, and they're not mutually exclusive. And I realized that because of my past, that's where I'm at. And when I woke up this morning, I realized with Weight Watchers, people support me losing weight. People don't believe that I can hold myself accountable. And someone in my life, I was like, not gonna say that person, not their like their name or anything, which is their relationship team, feels like accountability groups are not me holding myself accountable, it's other people holding me accountable, in the fact that like there's no accountability on my part. It's a little trippy. Basically I'm doing this for other people if I end up going to these accountability groups, because you do have to weigh in, and like, you know, other people are there and stuff like that. But I think the weigh-ins are private. Whatever. I don't care. We could like round table, all get in a circle and watch each other weigh ourselves. It doesn't really bother me. Or at least I say that now, and then it would be psychologically crippling later if they actually did that, and I would quit. But in support of me losing weight, just not really believing that I can do it. That permeates other areas of our relationship. But this really profoundly interested me this morning. When I woke up, I was like, people don't really talk about that. Like, it's not one and the same. And people in your life will sit all across that spectrum in terms of their belief versus support. So today should be a good day. I am going to do this meditation. I think tracking points will, because I can connect and be like, all right, I have 4 points left, or 3 points, or I had no points today. As long as I'm eating nutritious things, And the biggest challenge will be when I go out, and also lessening when I go out, or when I go out just not getting food, like getting coffee or tea or something is totally fine for what I'm doing when I go out. I don't have to eat every single time I go. Good thing is, with all the eating and dining out, my weight hasn't changed. It just like ballooned back up to the number it's at now. It just kind of stayed there. And it went back up when I was eating processed foods and was depressed and like Grubhubbing it every night. So my weight has been pretty consistent for like the past 2 weeks. It's higher than what it used to be. So I think it'll cut down on the binging, because I can connect with points. I can understand that. I'm gonna try and be a part of the social community. If there are anybody that's out there that does Weight Watchers and wants to be like, I think there's a friend component. Hit me up. Let's be Weight Watcher friends. There's a YouTuber I follow that does Weight Watchers. I would love to add her. I might send her a message and tell her that she like inspired, because she did. She inspired me to want to try the program. But I had to realize that like, I support me and I believe in me, even when it doesn't look like I'm making a change or working on myself. That's a reflection of someone else's standards on me, not my life, not my disposition, not where, not my challenges, not my goals. So when someone thinks I'm not making progress, it's because they have a vision of what progress looks like. And oftentimes, I'll be honest, like oftentimes people don't consider the mental health component to anything, not even mental illness, just mental health component to these standards. And we now are this is getting on like podcasting, but we live in a society now where we talk more about these toxic behaviors, and culturally there's this shift of being more aware. But that doesn't trickle down to your mom, your dad, your cousin, your aunt, your friend or friends. Hopefully you have more than one. It's cool if you only have one. I feel you. Catching up to that awareness. So I have to believe in me, and that's why I signed up for Weight Watchers, because I believe in me, that I can change, and I know me. And so I had to realize that I ask for people's opinions way too often, like way too often. So I am gonna have to just start trusting myself. And before I wasn't able to, because I was living with undiagnosed mental illness and was not on stable ground. I've done so much growth over the past month, just being really aware of myself. And it might not look like growth to other people, but no one knows what it's like to be in this brain and look at the world the way I look at it. And so I've seen some real shifts in myself, and I wish the people that support me could also believe in these changes. And, saying things like time will tell, well, time is not this like net neutral thing that everybody consistently has the same idea of. And people don't have the same idea of what progress and success looks like. And it's frustrating, especially when you live with a mental illness. Like, bipolar disorder is genetic. There's an imbalance. There's something off in my body. I don't even know if it's in my brain. Yes, in my brain. Like, something is not all the way there, and that's not bad. It just means I have a different disposition coming into life. And I'll do a video on like mental health and just like on bipolar disorder, screw it. But I now have the awareness to look back and say, I need to undo about 25 years worth of living. Not memories, not the good times, not the bad times, just I'm reading this book about habits. I have all these habits that are based in an unhealthy mental state, and I have to undo them. But I've lived a quarter of my life with this built up case as to why it's not too far from crazy for people to not believe in me, but yet support me. And it's frustrating. It's really freaking frustrating. And so I'm not even going to take the approach of proving them wrong. I have to realize I can't really give a shit about this thing, this like in between belief and support lining up, this disconnect of belief and support. I just have to realize I can love those people and I can appreciate their support, but I'm not going to count their lack of belief against me. And sometimes it is straight up disbelief. Woo! Especially when it comes to money and shopping. Y'all, people don't believe in me. Shit, I don't believe in me sometimes. But sometimes is the point. And I gotta hold me down. So long story short, 15 minutes later, I gotta hold me down. But I just realized like no one ever talks about that. So if you guys want to see that in podcast form, I can do a video or podcast specifically on this topic so that it's kind of removed from the rest of these vlogs. Like hopefully what you will get out of vlogs is part of the coaching and counseling that I want to do to people. There's like little nuggets in here. So yes, I show you my life, but I also just want to like sit here in like my auntie sleepwear and just like talk to you guys and just be myself and show you weird angles in my apartment that make me super self-conscious. I'm like, oh God, they can. So when you film, this is where I film for YouTube. That's it. But you can only see that mirror right there. Y'all can't see jack shit in my apartment when I film for YouTube. So like showing you my life, showing you my kitchen. When I see it on camera, everything looks so small and cluttered. Now, y'all, new apartment is dope. Like dope. Again, stressing about money to decorate it, but it'll come. At least I have furniture. I won't be able to get everything I want or anything I want day one, but over time, mama's gonna be looking fly in her apartment. Not worried, not pressed, not stressed. As long as the skincare is looking good, which this Aesop stuff is the truth. The truth. Skincare looking good, drinking this water, taking these vitamins, counting these 6 salmon, these 6-point salmon pieces of expensive salmon from Whole Foods, drinking this almond milk, trying to sleep, minding my own business, belief and support, minding my own business, believing in me, not caring about other stuff, and making these videos and entertaining Uber drivers like I did last night and not going near Temple University after dark and after the sun sets. I'm good. I thanked God last night that even though I was facing a period of stress, which was probably exacerbated by my emotional state, because it was like an intense feeling of anxiety. Usually when I take a bath, I wake up and I'm not stressed. I woke up and my shoulders are like Quasimodo style, stressed up the yin yang, and I need to take another bath because my shoulders are killing me. I use a muscle relaxer, a foaming muscle relaxer in the salt bath. Didn't work. I could have just went to bed dirty and woken up and done this whole bath thing again because my shoulders are killing me, even with the stretching. But I lost my train of thought. I can't even remember. So if I remember my train of thought, I'll come back on here. But yeah, I'm gonna be okay. Oh yes, I was thanking God. I was like, you know what? I'm having this acute anxiety situation. Acute anxiety, not attack, situation. I am really thankful that I've had a very peaceful couple of days. Dare I say couple of weeks. And I know I've kind of insulated myself from the real world. Like I'm not working right now. Kind of get up, do whatever I want. I have this amazing, I'm living a taste of the entrepreneurial life that I want. And there are some some real world components missing. There are, this is not, when I work for myself and my business is successful, which visualization into the future. Visualization transforms into actualization. This, what I'm doing now will be really close, will get me closer to the state I'm living in now. And I look forward to it. And I did thank God. I was like, you know what? Right now, midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, stressing about how I'm going to afford these Whole Foods apples. Not great. Not feeling that. But the peace that I have found, because I believed in myself and I've supported certain decisions that I need to make, and getting quiet, and even if it has cost me some money, just kind of having this fun little luxury routine of going to the cafe and eating out every day and I don't want to put meditating as a luxurious thing because we can all meditate. We can all like do the breathing app on our smartphones for a minute. Like I have been like balling a little bit in terms of like going out and the coffee, spending $40 for a lunch, hit me up $30 for a dinner. You know, I've spent a lot of money on food, basically. I've been really grateful because the money part's not, it is what it is. I think I was just overspending. I don't think I was manic. I think I just got into a slight habit of overspending. Just kind of made it like a normal thing. But I've been really grateful for like the peace and quiet component. So this is now 20 minutes. As a result, I'm probably going to show you guys less of my day today because actually no. So I'm going to order my hard drive and pick it up later. And I haven't read my book yet. I'm staring at this book like, hey girl, we talked about habits. I see you. I'm supposed to read you right now, but I will show you my new, oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. I like the internet. Also, I've been getting some hateful comments on this one video that I'm tempted to take down, but it does well because I get hateful comments. Isn't that messed up? Anywho, I am balls to the wall this week. I say weird things. Hopefully you guys can see. Can you see? Ah, sugar. I am kind of micromanaging my schedule a little bit. So next week is freer. I'm trying to, if that's a word. I'm getting my course created this week. So everything's color coded. Got gym time, movie times, coaching call times, my morning routine, my nighttime routine. The routine's in purple. So I'm going to be a busy little mama. I've been up since 5. I've had plenty of time to like get all this stuff done, and church is in 8 minutes and I live 15 minutes away. So I'm about to be late. I'm about to be very late, but I wanted to show you guys my outfit, and I had a nice morning, so it's going to be okay. I'll hear at least one song, which is all I need. Hopefully it's not some new stuff that I've never heard and can't sing along to. Just selfishly right now, I need a song that I already know so I can like get into it. You don't need music to get into church, but whatever, not doing that. So anywho, this is my outfit. Let me turn this around and show you guys. That is super yellow. Okay, anywho, this like chest is trying to explode. As always, Auntie House slippers will now be featured here on my channel. Yeah, boobs are exploding, but I can't do anything about it. Cover it up for the Lord. This dress is from Old Navy. It does not look like it. It's very cute. I needed a onesie, basically, in order to get out of the house on time. So we're gonna hope that my chest doesn't pop open during church. And I'm gonna grab an Uber and I'm gonna go. Oh. Yeah, I know you can't see me, but if you look back, you're like, what is she doing? It's just so pretty today. So this chest situation is not good. So I'm in the craft store looking for some safety pins, and I think I found them. I just don't know which ones I need. And I want to have a couple in the house for like multiple tops, but I don't want to spend a ton of money. So I'm in the right spot though. This is a mess. I'm gonna figure this out. Not giving you guys good angles. I feel like I'm super manic right now because I'm like really freaking agitated. I'm going to Overeaters Anonymous, so we'll see how this goes. I'm not like super jazzed about this meeting, but I'm gonna give it a fair shake, try it out. This is my second time going, so I'm not sure about it still, but gotta try it to know if I want to do it some more. All right. So I'm not going to that Overeaters Anonymous group. 1, I'm hella agitated. 2, I just like didn't like the energy when I went. So I think I might go home, honestly. Like try and get right. I don't know. I just feel like trash. Welcome to my life. I'm just gonna walk and talk. Sometimes like walking it off, like my mood swings help. So maybe I just need to go for a little bit of a walk and then sit down. I also really want to paint my nail. I'm just God, okay. All right, I need to get right. I'm also really bad at filming these angles. People are staring at me, but hey. All right, I think the walk will help me feel better. It's recording. So I think my mood shifted at the idea of going to the OA meeting, and like subconsciously how much I didn't want to go. I hate having mood swings. I was fine at church, a little agitated over my oatmeal situation at the restaurant, and then it just turned. I mean, it's nothing new, but it still sucks. Now I need to just try and like get right, like, and not have one of those meltdowns where like I pretend everything is terrible, because like nothing is really wrong. I'm not going to the meeting, so it's really not that big of a deal, but I just feel like trash now. Need to try and get right. All right, so I'm home. I was gonna try and lock it off, but I'm lugging all this stuff with me. I don't even know if I feel well enough to do work right now. Like, today was supposed to be a day of productivity, and that's one of the things, like, what people don't understand is and like, this is true, but especially if you have mental illness, like, you can make all the plans in the world, but if you're not feeling well, like, the plans don't matter. Like, the plans, it's really hard to stick to the plans when you don't feel good. God, it sucks. I was like, my day is not ruined, but this is a little bit of a hectic, manic start, and I don't like feeling manic. Before I used to really crave it, and now I don't like it, and I don't like being depressed either. And I've had like 2 weeks of just feeling kind of steady. And today is the first day, like, I really... I'm just sitting here waiting for my mood swing to pass. It's been like 2 hours maybe. So here's the problem with knowing better. It's that you have to do better. Like, I'm very aware now of emotional cues and triggers. So triggers and cues, whichever way that goes, they're independent. Anyways, I know that when I get like agitated or my emotional state has a swing or shift of some sort, I either want to eat or shop or cuss a lot, like get mad at somebody. And I'm just like, I've been sitting here like singing, playing around on YouTube, fidgeting, drinking water, like anything but eating and shopping, because I know better now, and I know that I can't keep doing those things. Like, it's not productive. The eating is easier because I'm counting my points. So it's like, all right, you've already allotted your points for today. You can't, binging is out, homie. Like, we're not going over points. It's not happening. So I kind of wanted to eat a little bit, and then I wanted to just like go walk around and do some shopping. I was like, that's pointless. And then I just got a really strong craving to like snack on something. So I figured I'd just get in the bed. But now that I know better, I can't just like get upset and then walk around and go shop and eat and have these destructive habits. I have to find other ways to deal with them. I mean, I don't have to, but I need to in order to live a high quality life. So I'm just gonna sit in the bed and be agitated until I feel better. And I am feeling better. Sometimes mood swings are pretty quick and sometimes they're not. This is one of those where it's like not the longest, but it's not the shortest. I'll get out of bed and I feel like I can positively contribute to society and not snap at people, which means I might not get out of bed again today. I was like, you know what? Today's going to be so productive. I'm going to get a lot of stuff done. Here we are. I was reading a book about the art of rest. Well, that's the name of it. It's called The Art of Rest, and it talks about having a day of like this. It's based in Christianity, so it talks about like the Sabbath, and it's not the traditional context of the Sabbath, but just like taking time to rest and slow down. And I like to make Sundays my day of just like chill, but today I just like completely forgot about that and decided to book my entire day of like stuff. So I kind of set myself up for failure because one, I ignored that today is my rest day, and that kind of cues me to like want to binge eat right now, just because like I would like order some Grubhub and like sit around and do nothing. But I'll just ignore that. But then I just like did the exact opposite and like planned every waking minute of today with stuff. So I'm gonna go back to Sabbath style Sundays and just like rest and chill. It's a really good book. There's all different kinds of like recommendations, like singing, sleeping, eating, reading a book, laughing. Like it's based in Christianity, but it's also like really just applicable to just like chilling the F out and like slowing down. So I think these vlogs are going to be interesting. I think I'm a real person, and I'm not going to show every waking minute of my life, but I'm going to give this a real shot, a real shake to not do the things that I think are expected of me. Not like, yes, do the things that I want to do more so than do what I think is expected of like a life coach or a podcaster or an author or a vlogger. I'm just going to give myself a real shot at being a human being. Life is hard. Anyways, I'm just gonna sit here. I really want to snack on some pecans that I have in there, but they're probably like 10 points because they're butter toffee pecans and they don't even taste that good. I have 4 more points for today, and I still have, even though I'm counting points, I still have to be aware of eating in an emotional state, and right now I'm in an emotional state, so I'm not gonna eat anything even if I have the points for it. But I don't think this will be the end of my weekend vlog. I'm hoping to contribute to society later. It's only like 2 o'clock, so I have plenty of time left in the day, but I'm just, lighting. All right, anywho, I'm gonna sit here until I feel better. That is my new strategy, sitting still until I feel better. So I'm going to continue to sit here. All right, it's 5 o'clock, I think. What watch? It's 5 o'clock, I think. I think it's 5, not 4. I feel like most of my mood swing has passed. I didn't get the best sleep, but I did nap a little. Luna took naps, so we're just in here chilling. I think it's late enough where I'm gonna eat my 3rd meal of the day. I'm hesitant to call these like breakfast, lunch, and dinner now, because they're just like, they're not super small portions. They're what I've been eating, just in a more structured way. And in some cases, fewer of what I've been eating. Like not 3 pieces of salmon a day. And then I have another meal that's scheduled for later. So I don't want to call it breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a snack, because they're like 4 set meals. So the app won't let me change that, but I'm going to go have a piece of salmon and my serving of almonds. So, yeah. I'm gonna go eat. And I still have enough time in the day to do things. I'm just not sure what I'm gonna end up doing. So this might be the end of the weekend vlog. It might not. Who knows? Luna is being way too wobbly with her cat thingy. She's like going to town on it, so I gotta fix it. Fix it for my little angel who scratched me in the face earlier. Speaking of unfortunate things, let's talk about something positive and how this doesn't fit in here. Let's see. Take this out. I am going to adopt a kitten. I have already made up my mind. Is this the one I put? No, yeah, so I'm gonna adopt a kitten. They're doing the Clear the Shelter event on Saturday, so I am going to get another cat. And a young baby cat at that. Alright. Let's see. Does that fit? Oh. Hey, there we go. Alright, Luna, you can go back to tearing that thing up again. I'm waiting for this package or shipment, whatever. I need to learn English. Like, words mean things. I'm waiting for something to come from Best Buy. Still, so my nap helped. Then I went back to being hella agitated. And I've just been in my feelings. But I realized about 20 minutes ago that I can change my circumstances. So I am using a habit tracker app that I just discovered today after being on the depths of YouTube. And I'm feeling good about my habit tracker. in addition to the Weight Watchering. So I'm going to get out. Part of tracking habits is that it can get to the point where you're just like OD about writing stuff down, and then it's not helpful. One of my habits, though, is no impulsive buying. So today I didn't reach that because I went to the art store and got something outside of the safety pins. She keeps like sitting in her cat carrier as if it's like a little hotel. I don't, weirdo. All right, so I'm gonna go get some nail polish to specifically wear after I do gel nails. And I'm gonna go to Mom's Organic because they have a vegan nail polish. So it doesn't have any like, I don't think it has any like chemicals or anything like that. At least it's vegan or cruelty free. I don't know. Something that's better for my nails than the traditional nail polish that people tend to wear. So I was gonna get, there's a brand, I don't remember which one, but they make halal nail polish. So that means it's something that Muslim women can wear so that oxygen still is able to go through the like nail polish and your nails are able to breathe. So I was thinking that might be an option. It's Sunday though, so like nothing is open past 6 o'clock or 8 o'clock, depending on what store it is. So I am probably not going to get this thing from Best Buy today at this point, which is fine, totally fine. But I am going to change my attitude, go for a walk, get some steps in. You know, mood swings, they're not, it just depends. Sometimes they feel completely out of control, and sometimes they feel controllable, and then sometimes there's this nice in between where, you know, I'm used to the thrill of the agitation, that emotional imbalance, and I don't want to live like that anymore. I cried a little bit earlier. I was like, I hate being bipolar. I really hate it. But I'm used to certain thrills that come along with it. And if you have a mental illness or you have bipolar disorder, like, you totally get where I'm coming from. If you don't, ask questions in the comments and I'm happy to answer them. But I realize that I am way more in control than I realized. Like these past 2 weeks, I've realized, particularly this last week, that I'm like way more in control. So I took a nap. That helped, and then I got back to being agitated, and I'm gonna work on it again. So the weekend vlog is still going. It's not done yet. So maybe I'll show some more of my night. Maybe I'll show you guys the nail polish. We'll see. I'm gonna go look at it and see what it is. One of my nails is like super effed up, so I'm thinking I need to change what it is that I'm doing. So yeah. This is probably just impulse buying, but it's a cheap thrill. And not that like, so going back to the habit tracker, it's not like, oh, I broke my habit today, let me keep breaking it. I'm kind of in that mode right now, like, screw it. But all things considered, for as agitated as I was, like, I didn't eat. I actually didn't even eat all my points today because I just was like, the thing I was going to have for my fourth meal really should be breakfast. So just not in the mood to eat that meal at this time of night, especially if I don't go to the gym. I think after I go to the gym, I don't know, it's a breakfast food. So it is a protein smoothie shake combination of the two, but I feel like I like those things in the morning. Realized that about myself today, but I had it as my snack or fourth meal for today, so I just didn't feel like eating it after I had my salmon. Luna, you're not really supposed to be in there, homie. Like, that's just, no. I fixed your thingy for you. I fixed your, oh, okay. Little gremlin. We'll see how she acts when I get this new cat. So yeah, anywho, the organic grocery store closes at 9, so it's better than 7 o'clock like everywhere else. So I am gonna go change my attitude and be more in control. You know, sometimes it's just easier to let the emotions wash over you, and it's every person's journey is their own. Sometimes it's just like, I'm not gonna fight this and just like let it do its thing. Today I fought it, let it do its thing, fought it some more. Like, I'm just trying different things to have more control over my life. So let me stop blabbering. I have no idea how long this vlog is going to be. I like talking, obviously, but I need to make sure that these aren't like massive videos when I upload them, because my poor little laptop cannot handle them. Hence getting stuff from Best Buy. I need to buy a hard drive. So let's see what they have at the store. If I don't film anything there, like the options, I'll just come home, paint my nails, and show you guys. And yeah, I had a second cup of coffee, which is such a bad idea. But I take sleeping pills, so they don't balance each other out. I'm not recommending my methodology right now. Should not have had that second cup of coffee. Should I, Luna? No. See, it's fixed, Mama. I fixed it for you. You scratched me in the face and I still love you. Look at you, little monkey. All right, let's go. Luna? No, you're not getting double portions, Mama. You're not getting double portions. You really do expect double portions, don't you? You little cutie patootie. Ugh, alrighty, so got a couple of things, nail polish wise, that I want to show you. Alrighty, so I picked up it's from Mineral Fusion. It's Minerals on a Mission. Oh, I'm like awkwardly close. Sorry, y'all. This is a natural nail polish remover. Fun stuff. And I got because I realized I didn't actually have this. I got a cuticle treatment and I got I'm so close. I got a nail polish. So I figured it's got a little bit of like razzle dazzle, like sparkle in it. You can kind of see that opalescence, however you say that word. But it's close enough to my nail where I'm like, that's a bad. I have nail polish on. Anyways, it's close enough to my nail that I'm like, all right, if it grows out a little bit, fine. So I'm gonna paint my nails and my weekend vlog here. These will get better over time, you guys, I promise. But I'm not doing like hardcore edits and like things like that. This is as real human being as it's gonna get. So I'm in my sleepwear, did my skincare, gonna make some tea. I actually have some mint tea that has been doing its thing for a little bit. Mama, no, stop. Ugh. I'm gonna feed my cat after this, I promise. When I stop recording, I will feed her because this is embarrassing. Anywho, I think I'm gonna not drink this tea. It's mint tea. No, ever since I had weight loss surgery, water that is not fresh tastes really bad to me. She don't taste right. So let me feed the Raging Hulk. Don't do it again. No. I will feed her. Everyone have a great night, morning, evening, afternoon, all the synonyms in the world for whenever you watch this. And thanks for hanging out with me. Yeah, thanks guys. I do feel better. Woo! Very manic, but I do feel better. So I hope that you guys feel better too. Bye. So that is the final color. It looks a lot more pigmented on camera than in real life, but it's got a little bit of shine to it. I figured I'd show y'all instead of leaving y'all hanging. All right, now the vlog is over.